A new song by the Beatles using artificial intelligence. How do we feel about that? Welcome classic rock fans to a short video where we discuss the much anticipated new Beatles number. A number somewhat tinkered with using the miracle that is artificial intelligence. If you're new to this channel, please do click like, subscribe and check that notification bell as it makes all the difference, and check some of the links below this video for ways you can support the sterling work done at Classic Album Review. So the much anticipated new Beatles record, which will be out later this year. Ringo Starr has come forth and said that there is no way that they're going to use artificial intelligence to somehow reconstruct Lennon's voice or fabricate Lennon's voice. We would never do such a thing, he says. I just wonder, how do you feel about this? Do you remember when they had those anthologies that came out? I think in the late 80s, weren't they? And they reconstructed a Beatles song from demos or tapes that Lennon had left. There was a lot of ballyhoo about that, really. I remember a lot of critics saying they were awful. It was like a dirge. But I rather like them, to be honest with you. Now we have artificial intelligence, of course, that can recreate things. Kind of scan and look for sort of vocal motifs and even writing and sort of lyrical phrases to reconstruct a song in the style of. And who knows, even I, as I speak to you now, might not be real, but just a bit of artificial computer doodling. Anyway, some more information has emerged regarding this Beatles record, and that is that George Harrison will actually appear on the record. Ringo Starr has confirmed it, saying that George Harrison laid down some parts before he died, and in fact he went as far as to say that the parts he has laid down are absolutely beautiful. And of course this adds some added poignancy to this release. Do you consider it the last Beatles record, or do you consider it just a kind of technological curiosity? Paul McCartney, of course, himself has weighed in and said that the song is entirely real. It's all four of them playing together. It's not artificially created in any way, shape or form. Apparently we have Peter Jackson to thank for this, of course. It was a song that was unearthed, shall we say, during the Get Back sessions, probably during the making of that mammoth documentary that we watched on Disney Plus a year or so ago. They actually excavated John's voice from a deteriorated cassette. By instructing artificial intelligence the different components, they were effectively able to filter them out from the recording, giving the just say John's vocals without any bleed through. And I come back to a point that I've often made. If there is the technology there to excavate Lennon's voice from a deteriorated cassette, eliminate all the elements around it, then enhance the sound of his voice to make it usable, could you not apply this technology to thousands of live recordings of bands like audience recordings, of course, by bands like Pink Floyd, Jethro Tull, Yes, and eliminate all the unpleasant elements and enhance the music? Could that not be done and provide a new remix? I mean, they did a remix of the Revolver album from the original mono mix. They created a new stereo mix by isolating the components. I'm just putting that out there. So they were able to isolate Lennon's voice and remove what they call any unnecessary parts, maybe the odd belch or fart or something like that, to give us a clear recording of John singing this song. And it comes back to what I was saying before. Do you consider yourself to be listening to a Beatles song, or just a sort of technological curiosity? I'd love to know your thoughts on this. I personally am looking forward to hearing this song. I feel more worried about using artificial intelligence to recreate a band's songs without any artistic input from the original artists. This concerns me. This, I don't really know how I feel about it, to be honest with you. Just mildly curious. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for being subscribers. Of course, I will leave you with my my usual send-off, which is I hope you're well, staying safe, and that you keep listening.